All right, we're here at Qlik Connect and it's day two. I'm super excited to be chatting with Charlie Farah. Charlie, welcome to the Robert Show. It's your debut. I'm super excited to chat. Can you tell us a little about yourself and also what do you do at Qlik?
Yeah, thanks, Rav. Thanks for the opportunity. Charlie Farah, I've been with Qlik now for 10 years, only celebrated my 10-year anniversary last Friday. It's a bit of an old-timer with the company. Love the company. I was a former customer of Qlik, worked in the New South Wales Public Health Service, deployed Qlik across the enterprise, fell in love with the product, had the opportunity to move across to Qlik, and I took the chance. 10 years later, still here. So my role now is as a field CTO for analytics and AI.
Fantastic.
So effectively working between our customers and our field teams, our sales, pre-sales, making sure the customers are getting the value from their investments with Qlik, and if there are any gaps in the product, feeding that back to the product team so we can really address those gaps.
Fantastic. Thanks for sharing that. Charlie, quick question for you. Since we are almost midway through the 2025, I'm kind of curious to know what are your customers thinking about unstructured data? How are they kind of, harnessing AI as well? Wanting to learn a little about that too.
Yeah, I think a lot of the customers that I speak to, it's been a bit of an awakening, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
Unstructured data really wasn't in their mindset for over the last few years. It's only
True.
really the last 12 months or so, particularly this year as well. People are starting to realize the value of unstructured data for their organizations. Qlik Answers has been an absolute whirlwind for our customers.
Exactly.
So much interest. It's been great in terms of the way that we're able to speed or get value from their unstructured data in a speedy and a timely manner. Customers don't need to invest in it, so there's a lot of interest in that space. There's still a bit of, I wouldn't say concern, but a bit of unsureness about how to actually integrate the unstructured data into their systems and their processes to really understand that. So there's still a lot of organizations that are trying to figure out what use cases they can deploy for unstructured data.
Exactly. And Charlie, do you also think like 2025 year could be the year of AI implementation because we are getting much more in depth, and obviously there are companies who are kind of obviously figuring out, there are enterprise leaders who are taking more interest in AI agentic space more than ever.
Yeah, absolutely. I think you won't be able to hide from it. I think that every company and every organization, big, large, small, are all looking at implementing some form of AI.
Yeah.
A CEO that I recently spoke to, I love this comment where he goes, he once got his IT team, the CDAO in their organization, and they were debating about what AI solution they were going to deploy. And the CEO actually stopped them and said, hey, hang on guys, he goes, it's not about the killer application, it's about the killer question. We really need to take it back down to understand what business solution we're trying to solve first, and then we can retrospect or retrofit the solution or the technology to fit that. But there's lots of interest in there. The agentic approach is really going to be a game changer as well.
Right.
I think, just finding those productivity gains, improvements in the process, so people can start spending more time actually analysing and using the data to make a change, rather than spending their time having to connect all the data, clean it, get it accurate, all the rest of it. So I think that's the improvement.
I have another question for you, since you talk to a lot of IT leaders, your customers, the enterprise leaders. What are the key barriers facing, the IT and the data teams? What are they facing in terms of when it comes to implementing AI and GenAI too?
Yeah, I think it's the main one is around the data. Make sure that it's their data architecture, the data quality, even the velocity of the data that they have. Like, make sure they're getting all the data from their systems.
Exactly.
Qlik's had an old saying for a long time, is that we want to help organizations see the whole story that lives within their data. It's really about getting all the data from any different source, hybrid, on-premise, wherever it may be.
So true.
And getting organizations to make sense of that data before they can use it in a sort of timely manner.
And also, just on that bit itself, I also want to know a little bit about, the agentic AI space. How do you think it's evolving, it's changing? Because things move very fast in this space, right? I think 2024 year was more about experimentation. That's what I've been kind of hearing.
Yeah.
And things have evolved, changed massively. What do you think? What has changed?
Yeah, I think there's more comfort in the communities out there knowing that this isn't. There was always the fear that AI was going to replace humans in the loop. Whereas I think now people are starting to appreciate that agentic AI can be a real benefit to them. It's going to help them be more productive, more efficient in their practices.
Exactly.
So I think that comfort level has now seen them open up to other ideas and other opportunities in their organizations where they can deploy agentic AI to really maximize their value to their organization.
Fantastic. Those are good insights. Charlie, one more question around advising. What do you like what's your advice for any enterprise leader out there who's now planning to implement AI into their systems and work on the agentic AI and work with the teams there?
Yeah.
What's your advice?
In my honest opinion is to start small. Like find those little low-hanging use cases across an organization where you can test your hypotheses, test your processes, making sure your company and your organization, the people that are using the solution are AI literate as well.
Yeah,
So start
exactly.
more and build from there. Like there's a the old adage where babies need to crawl before they can walk, walk before they can run, run before they can sprint.
So
Same
true.
thing, I think same thing with AI. You don't want to just jump in and go when you've just been using dashboards and go straight to AI. You've got to take that journey, a sophisticated, well thought through strategy and a journey to get you there.
I love it. I love that. Go slow and just at least try.
And just go, like incremental
Right.
steps all the way. It doesn't need to be a big bang. It can be have small steps, quick wins, celebrate those wins across your organization, get people excited, similar to what you do with your community. Get people excited about the improvements, the change,
Exactly.
the value.
Exactly.
And it just snowballs. It gets bigger and bigger and the momentum keeps growing from there.
Fantastic, love it. One quick question about Qlik Connect. What do you love about Qlik Connect?
Oh, it's just meeting people like you, the community.
Thank
There's
you.
so many like-minded individuals. Qlik really does, has Swedish hearts. Everyone is very like-minded. Everyone's happy to have a conversation. Everyone walks around with a smile on their face. Happy to collaborate, share stories and successes. So it's a great opportunity. Absolutely.
I love it because that's what we've been kind of seeing. Not only just the session, the breakout sessions as well, the main stage, keynote, everything, and then meeting everyone. So everyone's so welcoming. Everyone's wanting to exchange ideas, learn more from each other, and grow together.
Absolutely.
So,
It's very inspiring. These 2 days are the most inspiring. Like you go away from this and you just feel like you're walking on clouds. You're just
so true.
You've got so much energy and enthusiasm to really make a difference.
love it. One last question, I promise, and that is if folks want to reach out to you, learn more about the different things that you're doing, where can they follow you? Where can they be updated?
I'm on LinkedIn, so please do reach out to me, Charlie Farah at LinkedIn. You'll be able to find me there. Happy to connect, always posting great customer stories and successes. Please do follow.
Fantastic. This was great, Charlie. Such a pleasure chatting with you. Thanks for taking the time out and have an amazing 3 days.
Thank you. Thanks, Ravi. Appreciate it. Thank you, Ravi Show.
Thank you, everyone.